Hello and welcome back to the Solidity course. In this tutorial we will discuss the contract inheritance. Inheritance is one of the most important features of the object-oriented programming language. It is a way of extending the functionality of the program, used to separate the code, reduces the dependency and increases the reusability of the existing code. Solidity supports inheritance between smart contracts, where multiple contracts can be inherited into a single contract. We will see multiple examples of inheritance. Let's open the remix and test.sol file. Let's change the name of the contract from test to contract A. In this contract, let's define a public unsigned integer variable myInt and assign 10 value to it. Now let's define a new contract below the contract A and name it as a B. Now to inherit the contract B from A, we should also specify the parent contract for B. That means the syntax will be like contract B is A. That's it. Now all the properties of contract A are available in B. We will discuss which of the visibilities and properties are accessible inside the inherited contract while discussing the function's visibility. Now remember that we have declared two smart contracts in the single solidity file. That's why it is now crucial to select the proper contract in the remix before compiling and deploying it. Here our main contract is B, so we will compile the contract B and deploy it. As you can see, even if we have deployed contract B, we can still access the public variable that's declared in the contract A. That's because of inheritance. Now you should know that not all the visibilities are accessible in the inherited contract. We will come to that later when we discuss the function's visibility. This was the example of simple single inheritance. We can also use the same structure for multi-level inheritance, like we can declare another contract C and extend it to B. That means C will now have all the properties of A and B. Now let's declare one more public variable in B and call it as myInt2 and assign the value of 20. Now let's compile and deploy the contract C, and you can now see we have access to both the integers. We can now use multiple inheritance also. For example, let's remove the inheritance of contract B, and for C, let's use both A and B as parent contracts. Now let's deploy the contract C and see what we get. We still have access to both the variables. So this was all about the contract inheritance. See you in the next tutorial.